I profoundly regret that I alienated and hurt people last night. That was certainly not my intention.
An apology this morning from the NDP leader after his comments during last night's debate.
We have a lot of work to do, but as a personification of white privilege, I misspoke. Words matter.
All three leaders were asked about their white privilege. This answer from Horgan.
I was a lacrosse player. I played with Indigenous friends. I played with South Asian friends. For me, I did not see color. I felt that everyone around me was the same.
What he demonstrated in his answer, in fact, was his own privilege, right? Because it means that he can walk through the world and never confront racism. So he could afford to say, I'm colorblind.
Appalling and disappointing, she says, especially after a summer that saw protest after protest about Black Lives Matter, both in the U.S. and here at home.
You need to understand, Premier Horgan, what racism is. It is your job to understand the experiences of the people you try to govern. It is your job to fully empathize.
And this reaction from people in Surrey.
For a leader, especially a political leader, you should be aware that racism exists.
He does understand issues with the race. He has the amount of work that they have done in the last few years and the promises that they have kept.
Others say there was another important issue missing from the debate. CBC journalist Wamish Hamilton says while Indigenous issues were briefly discussed, it should have had a dedicated category.
I began to wonder if, with no mention of it, if we've reconciled. Have we reconciled? Did I miss something?
A step back for reconciliation.
Some soul searching needs to be done, stock needs to be taken, and corrections have to be made going forward.
In both politics and media. Tina Lovegreen, CBC News, Vancouver.